You also you took issue with him about Arlen Specter.
Right.
Because he saw Arlen as a friend and he wasn't going to go out and actively campaign against him.
Well, I guess that was part of it. My main concern about the Arlen Specter deal, and this is what I said to him as he was walking away from me like a coward trying to get to the crowd so that I wouldn't create a disturbance, was that in the last election cycle, he had actually treated Arlen Specter, now a key Democrat, better than he had treated Sarah Palin. And I found that to be, rather remarkable.
Okay. Well, I think, that's, I don't know, if saying what he said about Palin was mistreating her in some way, that's another issue.
Well, I think the facts back me up on that, especially when you consider the fact that ACU has sent out fundraising emails based upon the very same media coverage of her that he criticized her for correcting the historical record on. How does that make any sense?
Well,
CPAC are all about money and personal.
Okay, well, I understand that's how you feel, and I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is that I don't see how, if they the PAC gave money to Toomey, I think in 2004, and 2008.
Have you read the National Review article?
Well, I'll go back and read that one. I haven't read that one. I read Politico.
I believe that what Keene told me there was at best misleading, unless the National Review article is dramatically wrong.
Well, I was going by what he said to you.
I asked you to read the 2003 National Review article, which goes into great detail about this issue, and specifically the issue of Keene's lobbying firm that has business in front of Specter committees. So I would ask you to take a look at that. Okay, no, I will, honestly.
So really, other than that, do you feel...
So your problem with my tactics so far are that I didn't take his position on the Politico article, and what else?
No, my problem was basically, jokingly or not, accusing,
Okay, you also have a problem with me joking with him about pay for play.
Well, if you're trying to... No, I have a problem with baiting somebody.
I know from first-hand experience the way that CPAC...
Okay, but John, I have a problem with sticking a microphone in someone's face and making accusations when you're trying to determine the truth of something, and the accusations are only going to inflame the person and the situation.
Okay.
I have a problem with that.
First of all, he agreed to do an interview. Second of all, I personally believe that his reaction, calling me an asshole twice, calling me a scumbag, taking my microphone and calling security, that's all you need to know about who was telling the truth here.
No, John, that's
Do you react that way?
No, John, because if you, John, based on my review,
that way if they're in the right.
John, based on my honest review of the evidence objectively, if you had done what you did to me, I probably would have done the same. So,
Really? So you think that's the way people react when they're in the right?
No, I think that's the way they act when someone's kind of getting in their face and won't take no for an answer. He said the interview was over and he tried to leave, and you pursued him, and that's...
Over? Really? How did the interview end?
Well, he tried to end it several times. You weren't going to let it.
Is that the way you do it, too? I mean, the interview had only gone on for 8 minutes at that time.
Well,
he did not have to...
All I can do is express, this is a matter of opinion on your...
When he decided to bail on the interview.
On your matter of tactics, I found them to be bullying and inappropriate. That's my feeling.
I'm sorry?
I found them to be bullying, inappropriate, and rude. That's my feeling.
Sure. If I was doing a NPR interview, then you'd probably be right. But but David Keene left the interview, and I decided that I still wanted to try to get answers. And a lot of people to have raised this issue issue of, well, I should have just let him go. Well, if I had just let him go, we would not have gotten the most revealing element of the entire interview, which was his meltdown.
I think if anyone looked like they were melting down, it was you.
The Conservative Union would have a meltdown on camera. You're upset at me for having provoked that by asking him questions.
No. Asking questions is one thing. Acting like an ass is another thing. And I feel you acted like
because I wouldn't let him go. And
yeah.
Down and
unfortunately, you know.
And I said, I guess that would have been better. And then, by the way, would we be having this? Would anybody care about this interview at all?
No, because and I'm glad.
Anybody know about what a sellout DVD
I'm glad because it caused me to go back and look at the record and see that the paper play allegation wasn't accurate.
I'm happy for people to take a look at the record. I'm happy for people to take a look at the interview. But all you need to know, all you really need as a human being is to look at his reaction and know what the truth is.
Well, we've had our talk. I'll put the evidence out there and people can decide what they want. How's that?
So you're going to put the entire conversation we just had, you're going to dictate it and put it on the web.
If my recorders picked it up, it's all going to go on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Well, yeah, I can put a picture in it.
No. That was not the agreement. We're doing this as you transcribe it onto your website.
No, I'm not. No. Wait a minute. Why? You don't want them to hear it? I said I was going to turn on.
That was not the agreement.
Why? I thought it was. I'm sorry. Let's get clear.
If you look at the email I sent.
What's the difference?
It's not the agreement. And in fact, listen to what.
What's the difference?
You were recording at the very beginning, but that's not what I agreed to.
Well, I told you before I turned on the speaker I was recording.
Dictation of this on the website.
I'm not a transcriptionist. I'm not going to transcribe it. I'll take quotes from it.
No.
That's what I agreed in the email. I have the email, John.
This was all or nothing.
I have the... Well, that isn't putting the whole recording on it? All of it?
You're not going to be able to fit it on YouTube.
I'll break it into two pieces. Sure I will.
No, you're never... I mean...
You want the full record, but you don't want the recording yet.
That was not the agreement.
Oh, so you want the full record, but you don't want people to hear the conversation.
I would have handled it differently if I had known that people were going to hear this crappy audio that you're going to put on your, whatever it is.
All right, thanks, John. I'll do what I want with it because you agreed to have it recorded.
I agreed to have it recorded for dictation purposes.
Oh, okay.
But since you don't seem to understand the nature of ethics, I'm sure you're going to do it.
Have a nice life, John. It was good talking with you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.